Oh, thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, you too. All right, and with that, I got myself a little nice something, little treat here in Japan. So pretty happy about buying the shoes. But I also want to talk about some things that I think Hawaii people might like about Japan. And these are things that are more than just the food and the shopping. I think those are pretty obvious and things that a lot of people will generally talk about. But instead, I want to talk more about just some of the things that I've noticed over time here in Japan that, I don't know, I just find really charming and endearing. All right, so obviously the first thing is the politeness and the manners. Those are things that definitely Hawaii people I think will absolutely love. It's interesting because we come from a place that has the aloha spirit where people treat each other generally pretty well. But when it comes to customer service, nothing even comes close, I think, to how people are treated in Japan. It's like back there at the shoe store. The guy was super nice and friendly, just very accommodating for me. Pretty much knew I wasn't from Japan, so I'm sure that helped, but it was very good. English was pretty good, so I could understand what he was talking about, which made it very easy for me to shop. But just very nice and polite. You get kind of spoiled when you shop here in Japan. Kind of wish we had that in Hawaii more, especially towards Kama'aina. Sometimes I feel like the salespeople are nicer to the tourists than they are to local people, and it's kind of too bad. Is that just me, or does anybody else notice that too? Second thing that I think Hawaii people will absolutely love is the cleanliness. My goodness, it's so clean here. But it's strange because you don't see a lot of trash cans around, yet it's still pretty clean. I mean, there's some garbage there. How ironic. But for the most part, it's pretty clean, and I'm always surprised every time I come here, where is all the trash go? I don't know. There's so many department stores here I want to go to, but I already bought my shoes. I'll be honest, it can be kind of frustrating when you actually have rubbish and you're trying to find a place to throw it away. Almost impossible to find a trash can here. I think they used to have some in convenience stores, but even the one closest to where we're staying didn't have any trash can, which is kind of difficult when you got like snack wrappers and all the different things that you end up getting here in Japan. But my goodness, is it clean here? Absolutely clean, and I love it. Something that I wish we had more in Hawaii. We just don't. I don't understand why, because we pride ourselves on cleaning up the land and the aina and taking care of all of our wonderful natural resources. Yet at the same time, sometimes when you look at the beaches, it's embarrassing, because I know we can do a lot better than that. Be honest, I'm just trying to find a place to sit. There's not too many places to sit around here. I might just end up having to stand around. I guess this pole will have to do. And last thing I think that you're really gonna like is just the general safety. Hawaii is okay when it comes to safety sometimes, but like Japan is like ultra safe. It's amazing that you can leave your bag outside, like on a table, go inside the restaurant, and then come back and not have to like worry about it. And we don't have to worry about people coming and taking our strollers or taking the stuff. It's just, we know it's going to be there because people just don't steal. And what this also means is that you don't have to worry about staying out late. I remember the first time I was here, I was surprised that there were kids who actually stayed out past like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Like they were by themselves walking home or riding the bike, and I was shocked. And just that feeling of safety when you're in Japan is so relieving. It's just one less thing that you have to worry about when you're on vacation. You can go and enjoy yourself. Because I can say that when I stayed in Waikiki, I was still pretty nervous. Like every time I would go out, I'm like constantly looking around, and it makes it less enjoyable. But when you're here in, I was gonna say when you're here in Hawaii, but when you're here in Japan, you just don't have to worry about it. And it's so refreshing not to have to worry about these things. Not saying that you'll be 100% safe. You should always make sure that you watch your belongings, but you don't have to worry about it as much as a place like Hawaii. And I wish it wasn't like that. You could just leave your stuff out, or you can unlock your doors and you don't have to worry about it. But the fact is that in Hawaii, you do have to do those things. So it's just nice that when you're visiting here, the way that the culture is, you don't have to worry about those things. You can just go shopping and carry shoes and not have to worry. I could maybe put it down somewhere and it would still be there when I'm gone. If I leave something, people will try to give it back to me, or they'll turn it into somewhere, then I can then go and pick it up. And as someone with kids, I'm even more relieved because now I don't have to worry about my son's safety. Like, I do have to watch him because, you know, there's cars and things, but for the most part, I don't have to worry about people getting him or anything weird happening. Because sometimes we're walking downtown or different places on Oahu, and you know, you gotta have to be careful, right? Because some rough areas. But here, I just don't have to worry about that. I just get worry about trying to chase him down when he goes off and runs. So it's one of the things that I really like about coming here, that I think a lot of people in Hawaii will just find like a breath of fresh air. I think I'm gonna keep on shopping here. Yokohama is pretty awesome. So many good stores. I know Shinjuku is also great, but Yokohama is pretty awesome too. And just to close, I hope it doesn't come across like I'm bashing Hawaii, as if Hawaii is a terrible place to be and Japan is super amazing. It's just, these are things that I noticed that I think a lot of Hawaii people might enjoy, they might appreciate. And when they come here, they're just like, whoa, it's so overwhelming, and something that I enjoy every single time I come to Japan. And I know I'm just viewing this through a visitor's eyes, the same way that in Hawaii, people who visit don't experience the real Hawaii, they're just experiencing the vacation Hawaii. But this is a really great experience to have when you're on vacation, something that you just don't really get anywhere else in the States. So thanks for watching, and aloha.
Hello.